All right, y'all. So sorry about that. I'm back now. Oh, my phone was tripping. It was like stuck. I couldn't even move. I couldn't do anything with it. Now, I definitely need y'all to get Miss Ladycammc MC back in here. And thank you again for tuning in live. We got Miss B tapping in, but Ladycammc MC, so sorry about that. I was just having a little technical difficulties. But we're going to have her tapping in with us, tuning in with us, telling us where she's from, how things are going, what she's been doing, what life's been like for Miss Ladycammc MC, who's a bar spitter. I got to tell you, she's a bar spitter, y'all. I do appreciate the discrepancy. I had to get everything right here on this phone. It's just been tripping. iPhone, what's going on? Miss Ladycammc MC, tuned in with us, a real bar spitter. I'm trying to tell y'all, I've been listening to her tracks, y'all. I've been following. I've been tapped in. This queen can spit. She's about that biz naive, okay? No shiz naive. Ladycammc MC, woo! I'm trying to tell y'all, I got it. Maya, thank you for tapping in with us. If you're interested in what's happening with Miss B show tonight, make sure you buy a badge. Support these ladies. Support us. Get us popping so we can all get a little revenue on this. Let us know how we doing. Okay? Because the ladies need some love too. We always need love. And if you're tapping in, make sure you share out the live. Get all your followers in here. Get your friends in here. Get your family members in here. Get your cousins, uncles, aunties, and everybody who loves to be around beautiful women. Because me and Miss Lady MC are going to be tapping in, talking about life, talking about what it's like to be a female artist in the game, talking about how things have been going, talking about what it's like to live from the Mile High City. You know what I'm saying? What it's like to be in Denver. Because this is a real special city, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, Denver is a very special, interesting, different kind of city. And not to say I don't love my city, like I don't support my city, like I am not my city. I'm just telling you, it's a different kind of city in Denver. It's just something different, okay? But in the meantime, share this live out. And if you love what we're doing here at the Mrs. B show, okay, where being the Mrs. is a lifestyle, not a choice. It's a lifestyle. Well, I guess a lifestyle is a choice, but it's a lifestyle. So make sure y'all tap in with us. Share the live out. Get your friends in here, aunties, uncles, and support us. Buy a badge, all right? So we got the beautiful, sexy, talented, wonderful, amazing, queenly Miss Ladycammc MC about to join us, y'all, and tell us what it's like. But in the meantime, I need y'all to buy a badge, share this live out, and get your friends in here, y'all. Tell us how we doing. Because the Mrs. is truly a lifestyle. And in the meantime, listen to this. We got a little suave playing. So Miss Ladycammc MC. See, Miss Ladycammc.
Damn. What's happening?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Y'all are now tuned in with the beautiful, beautiful, lovely Miss Ladycammc MC and the Mrs. B on being the Mrs. is a lifestyle, not a choice, but it is a good choice. So what's going on? Tell me. What city you in right now? Where you at? Where you repping?
I'm repping the South, but I moved up to Colorado, the legal.
Colorado. You heard that, y'all? You said Colorado. Okay?
Yeah, I said Colorado.
You Coloradans up in here. You know, it's pretty interesting. Yeah. One time somebody asked me if we rode cows and horses. I'm like, first of all, who the hell ever rides a cow?
Right. A horse, yeah, maybe, but not
who the hell's riding a cow? I'm like, y'all need to stop watching old Western movies. Like, we don't live like that, okay?
Yeah, y'all country.
I ain't never met a cow. Ain't never rode a horse. Okay? No, like, what the hell? So Miss beautiful Ladycammc MC, and shout out to all the followers. If y'all want to support Miss B, if y'all want to support Miss Ladycammc MC, make sure y'all buy a badge, share the live out, get your friends in here, get your cousins, aunties, uncles,
everybody,
sisters, brothers, everybody.
If
you want to know what's in my cup, don't forget I'm drinking that Cavassier. For all the followers, go get you some Cavassier. So before I get this started, I just want to talk a little bit about this beautiful resume that you have, Miss Ladycammc MC. And can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You can? Okay, sorry. I was just trying to turn this up so you can get a little more volume. Listeners can get a little more volume. All right. You are from originally Dallas by way of Louisiana?
Yeah, no, I was born in Dallas, Texas, but I was raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and Baker, Louisiana.
Y'all hear that? She said Baton Rouge. Y'all hear that? Country.
We call it BR. Yeah, we say BR. We don't even
Oh,
say
oh, the
baby.
BR, not the BX, not the Bronx, but the BR. Okay.
BR.
I see you. I see you. I feel y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in with us. I see y'all in the comments. Make sure if y'all supporting our show, tap in, buy a badge. Let us know how we doing. Miss Louisiana. Okay. And you told me that, well, I read in your bio. I can't say you told me. I was observing. I was watching all the queenliness happen here. Okay. Uh, you basically came with an interesting way of getting your name. Tell the viewers how you got your name.
Ladycammc.
Damn.
Well, my real government name is Camille, Camille, with 2 L's. Cam, I went to college for video production, so I've always been like a visual person. So Lady Cam with the cameras. It's abbreviating my name, so it just kind of fell into it. Like before then, I used to be Joker. Yeah, that didn't really suit me.
Okay,
Yeah,
wait. Back up, back
you know,
up. Don't act
yeah,
like you didn't just say Joker.
yeah, it was Joker.
Explain that.
Well, I could be a goofball sometimes. I
Okay.
could, be funny. But see, the only thing I didn't like about that name was when it was time to do business. Tell me a joke. Tell me a joke. I'm not a comedian. I'm an artist. So I was like, let me change this because I ain't got time to be telling knock jokes.
No, no,
Every art.
here. Nigga, no.
These nuts.
You took it all the way back. You wrong for that one. That is crazy. Y'all viewers, y'all see that's craziness right there. She said these nuts. Yeah.
These nuts.
Them
Yeah.
old school gems, you bringing it all the way back, okay? That's how I know you about my age. I tell everybody this. I be observing how old people are by what they say and them artists that they know because no disrespect. I love my millennials, but they don't really know about how we grew up on music, like how artists used to just make you really feel that shit. You would be like crying after you heard a song, like damn. That was something serious, right?
Exactly. I think it's less soul in the music nowadays. It's all about
it's
money.
mainly about money, right? Like
right. About money, imagery. How you look, and they don't even. I don't want to say all of them, but because some of the new schoolers they sound good and I listen to them. But for the most part, it's kind of like jibba jabba jabba jabba. Let's get this money. I'm gonna look like this dude, sound like this person, get tatted up. It's the same old, same old. Mm-hmm. And that's the only thing I don't like about the new age music. Mm-hmm. It's just the same. Like you said, back in the day, we had a variety. It was like Lil Kim, it was Lauryn Hill, it was Rod Digger, it was Missy Elliott. It was, right, you
just had a plethora of choices. We had Missy, we had DeBrat, we had TLC, Left Eye Lopez. Everybody had a different style, a different vibe, a unique vibe. When they came on, you knew who it was. You know what I'm saying? You could be like, oh, I already know who that artist is. Now I'll be like, oh, who is that? Oh, wait, is that artist? Oh, no, that's a new artist.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, it's beautiful to see a woman out in the industry, in the game, doing her thing. And let me tell you about your resume. I mean, from Dallas to Louisiana, you told us a little bit how you got your name. It's Ladycammc, and you do the camera stuff. So I'm going to have to holler at you about that, too, after the show, Okay. But you've got a resume. I mean, you have toured with Juvie, Cash Money, Shauna, DTP, Webby, Lil Flip, Fox. I mean, let me keep going. I mean, damn. Papa B, that's amazing. I love to come in and give kudos to women who are out there doing it because it's not something that's easy. It's not something that you can just do on a whim. It's just something that you've got to be like, yeah, this is who I am. I'm doing it, So kudos to you, Queen, for doing your thing. But I want to know a little bit about some of those experiences that you've had. Like, tell me about what it was like for you being on tour.
Let's see. I can describe probably when I had like my first nationwide tour. Mm-hmm. Like we went to Chicago, of course, Texas, Louisiana, some other parts here and there. But anyway, it was a real nice experience. I got to give a big shout out to all the guys who was with us because they were respectful. Being a woman in the industry, people are gonna try you, but I stay ready.
So you ain't gotta get ready, okay? If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Right. But
exactly.
Right. So touring, what's happening? But touring is something that I really love doing. I love meeting people, performing, of course. With the whole COVID thing, it's kind of been a little stressful because it's kind of hard to really do it how I used to do it. So But with the touring experience, for the most part, it was good.
Uh-huh.
One thing I really like about it, people that have been following me for years, it's like I finally get to see them in person. I remember one time when I went to California, there was this guy, he was following me for like I want to say over 10 years. And the dude
Wow.
never met me in person. So like I remember we were he saw me outside and he was just looking like, then I'm looking like, yo, what's up? He was like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? It was a really nice experience to actually see somebody who, you know, who I guess I inspire, to
Hmm.
see them in person. Like I love that, the connection with the fans and, you
That's
know, being
beautiful.
inspiration. Right. So it's like I always love to meet people when I'm out doing my music. So that's like my favorite part in touring. Uh, Not too fond on eating fast food all the
Oh,
time when you're on the
girl.
road. That's probably like the only thing that really sucks. But other than that, like I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. Plus the income is amazing.
Okay.
That's how it is, you
Okay.
know. Right.
I love that. Okay. I think that's just incredible, you know. And it's not very typical that you find an MC in Denver, Colorado, well, by way of Pueblo, right? Is that where you're at? Where you what
Oh
part
no,
of Denver?
Pueblo is, I want to say that's like 2 hours from Denver. I'm like 45 minutes away
Oh,
from
you're in
Denver. Like,
Denver. Okay, I thought you
well,
lived.
like no, I'm like 40 minutes from Denver. Like
That's right.
probably like 40.
Okay, yeah. So, oh yeah. So you're Denver girl. Yeah.
Right.
That's okay. That's right. That's right. So yeah, I think that's just amazing to be from our city and be doing something incredible. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I created this show. You know, the Mrs. is a lifestyle, not just to commend women and you know give them props, but also the men who have stood behind and helped. Like you said, individuals who were not trying to get on you, they weren't trying to hit on you, they were trying to help you get your money up, type of thing, you know.
Right,
So
right.
I think that's an amazing experience to have and share it with some of our people and some of the younger people who are also trying to get in the game, and also as we try to move in and keep things going for ourselves as well. So with that said, what initially got you into music?
Um, Being I would say the only child on my mom's side, just
Gang
having
gang, I'm
right,
the only child too. Hey, I knew we had those
yeah,
vibes. Vibes on my mom's side.
right,
You right, because you know them daddies be
right.
doing extra.
Yeah, we got. I think it's like these men on that side.
I got one on that side, but you know.
Yeah, yeah. So, you made me forget what we was talking about. Oh,
Oh,
how
we
I
was
got
talking
started.
about what
So,
got you into music.
yeah, yes, right. So, so, like I said, when I was young, I had a big imagination. I used to write poems. I did short stories. I used to draw. But when it came down to music, like I played basketball as well. But I remember my senior year of high school, right? My senior year of high school, I had to really sit down and say, okay, do I want to do like basketball and go to the pros with this, or do I want to do music? And I just found myself outside playing basketball. Then I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like practicing my shot. I want to go inside and write some music. So it's always been a passion of mine, and I've always had like a big influence on people. So I wanted to use my powers for good. So right. So
I
so
hear
doing
that. She said my superpowers. That's right.
so doing music, I know it's a big influence on people, but I always wanted to be a motivational, inspirational person when it came to the music. So dealing with like mental health and different things like that, I always like to be like that positive. I try to be the positive, even though you know how life can go. But doing music is just therapeutic for me,
Isn't
and
it?
it's also yeah, very, and it's therapeutic for others as well. So I really decided to just go. It's like you got something going. And when I first started, my mother, she wasn't really fond of it. So it was kind of like I just kept doing it and proving to her that, this is something I really want to do. It wasn't like a phase or something that, I want to do it Monday and Tuesday I'm done with it. No, this is like what I want for life. So
Right.
I always say, like, how people say, oh, when I turn 40, I'm going to quit music. I'm like, no, I'm going to be an old rapping grandma, so get
I
used to
know that's right, girl. Okay. Okay. See, and that's
it.
interesting that you said that. You know, did you, I mean, we have such similar backgrounds. I'm like, girl, are we cousins? Are we
Right?
related? You know what I'm saying? Daddy, who
Right?
knows? Because honestly, I just think it's amazing that you brought the mental health into the part of music in general, you know? And it is hard to express yourself sometimes. And music, I feel like, has been my solace, my place of just peace and relaxation. You know, you throw on some of
Right.
that old school R&B and it takes you to another place, you know? So I feel like I agree with you there. And I also agree that it is hard. It's something you do have to prove to your family. I made a post the other day talking about, you know, you've got to be your biggest fan. You
You
know,
have to.
you have to be your biggest fan, and that's a tip that I would give to anybody who's an up and coming artist, anybody who wants to be in the game, anybody who is trying to get in the game, or even be their own independent label and do their thing. Is you have definitely got to be your own fan. You know,
Yeah,
you got to get out
definitely.
there and put that work in for yourself.
Right, right. Especially in the beginning. I can remember in the beginning doing everything myself. I had to teach myself how to mix and master because then you have that, you know, I want to book a session on Tuesday. I call you Monday and Tuesday. Nobody picks up the phone, call you back. So you know what? I'm going to buy my own studio equipment.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had my own studio equipment since 2006, I want to say.
You go.
So,
Yes. Shout out
yeah.
Deuce. You know, he's my engineer. And I've never,
But dude, what up?
yeah, Deuce, DJ Deuce, you know, he's a Zaytoven DJ. Shout out to DJ Deuce. But you know, you're right. You know, you do have to at some point invest in your own equipment. And I mean, that was a big reason my husband and I, we got our own equipment, was
Oh,
because
that's
of the
dope. That's
fact,
dope.
you know, that, you know, it's just hard to travel, and then you got to pay for the recording and then the
Hmm.
mixing and the mastering, and then, you know,
Right, right.
the promoting, and it's just very expensive, you know.
He
So I
does.
can understand why people would sign a deal. What are your thoughts about taking a deal?
Okay, okay. When I first started music, when I was a child, that was like my ultimate goal was to be signed to a major. I want the whole enchilada. I want to be Jay-Z, Beyonce. But over the years, you know, being in the industry, you know, you find out different things here and there. So you like, you know what? I don't mind staying independent. Because when you're independent, of course, you have more freedom, more creative control. And it also depends on the team. People don't know how important a team is.
Ding ding
Uh,
ding.
Right. So when I had released my Get It Got It album, I had a team. But you know, life, my mother passed, my manager passed, so it's like, okay, we have to rebrand and rebuild. So yeah, yeah, I think that's really.
Man, I mean, we're soul sisters, honey. Like, I want to meet you in person. Like, for real. Like, my mom died too when I was 14, the sickle cell.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
shout out to the sickle cell foundations that are out there still trying to find a cure.
right.
It's just hard to be an artist and not have that support that you normally would be looking for, because the game don't love you. Nobody loves you. Nobody cares.
And ain't no friends in this. That's what we'll see. People get it messed up and twisted thinking because just because you see people in pictures, it don't mean that they friends. A lot of that stuff that they do is for looks, to catch people's eyes, to get you to talk about it, to get you to believe lies and stuff. And that's another thing I found out about the industry. It's a lot of lies and smoke and mirrors, you know. But it all depends on what you want out this game. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Like I
And
say,
who you are and who you want to be.
exactly, exactly. So I wouldn't mind a major situation or an independent with some type of contract with a mid,
Distribution, publishing.
you know, yeah, yeah. Just separate little deal, you know. But I wouldn't mind a major
Excuse me.
because I am more educated in the industry, and that's very important for people who are starting into music or in the industry. I really recommend you reading them on the game. Nowadays, the industry is the industry has changed so much, especially like the digital age. Even I had to sit down and say, wait a minute, what the hell is going on? So what's the algorithm? Algorithm, what is that?
It's so many. It's like credit, right? Like, I can't figure this shit out. What do y'all use? I don't know. It's like credit. Shit, nobody knows how
Exactly.
credit. Nobody
Right.
knows.
So it's like you're always a student of the game. You always have to be open to learning new things
Yes.
in the industry. So even I had to sit down, even though I was on top of my game, like back in the day, you know, it was MySpace, YouTube. Oh, I have like hundreds of
Black
blogs.
Planet. You remember Black Planet?
Oh no!
I just took you all the way back, huh? Black Planet. I even remember my username. I was Madam T or something.
No, I don't know what I was on Black Planet. I know I had my
Funny.
right, right. So it's just about like relearning so many things. So now I'm doing my TikTok stuff because at first I thought TikTok was pointless until I got on there and it's like, oh, people making videos with my songs, like the Instagram Reels and TikTok. So I was like, let me start back because I used to do like comedy sketches. So it's like it just makes you more creative in the way
Absolutely.
of getting out music. So that's the part that I love about it is I still get to be creative. And like I said, I went to college for video production. So video production is still one of my passions. Of course, it's mainly music though.
Shout out to the college graduates. Hey, that's Black excellence. Yes, I got a master's degree. I was done my
Oh,
second, almost done. Yes.
uh-uh.
Yes, girl. I told you we
Master in
soul
what?
sisters. I told you. Oh, so I have a master's in counseling. I have a bachelor's
Oh,
of
cool.
science and or a bachelor of arts, I'm sorry, in psychology. And then I have a master's in counseling, and I am almost done with my second master's in business and management.
No,
With a
bravo.
focus in
Bravo.
nonprofit. Yeah, Black excellence. Yes. So you see, this is
Excellent.
why I tell you at the top, the missus. You know, the missus is it's a lifestyle. Well, it's not at the top. I just got Ladycammc MC because I changed it a couple times, but the missus is a lifestyle, and you know. And when I
Yes,
say
yes.
Mrs., I mean just being a woman in general. I don't mean just married woman or none of that. I mean a woman, a boss, a diva, you know, the version of a hustler. Shout out Beyonce, you know.
That's the the
Okay,
beehive.
okay. You have to grind, and you do have to be very particular about the relationships that you make, the people that
Mhm.
you talk to, say things to. You know, you just have to make sure that you have that gift of gab and the ability to network, you know,
Right, right.
and get out of it what you want. You know, make sure that you're paying attention, make sure that you're reading your contract, make sure that you understand, so you're not only shorting yourself or the label, you know, or anyone that is investing their money and wants to help you. Make sure this is exactly what you signed up for, what you want to do, you know.
That is so facts, especially with the contracts and agreements, man. You have to make sure you read your paperwork. I remember a long time ago, I had messaged Mia X with No Limit. You know, I was
Hey,
like, right. So shout out to Mia X. So I asked her, I was like, so what advice do you have for like a female rapper? You know, upcoming? And she was like, this is all she told me. Read all your shit. That was her advice.
I know that's right. And you know how much realer can you get than that, baby? Okay. Thank you, Miss Mia X, for keeping it real. And I think that's something that we all want to know. I think everybody enjoys glitz and glam and the ability
Mm,
to have fans, but you got to put that work in. You know, if you want to be on a Nicki Minaj level or you know a Drake level, or I mean, I'm gonna keep it womanly today. We're gonna a Trina level. You know, those kind of types
mm,
of levels. You've got to put that work in, and you've
you
got
def-
to make those connections, and you got to make these commitments. You know what I mean?
right.
And be true to yourself and what you're doing. And it's difficult. So with that, how would you describe the music that you typically create? What's the passion behind your music?
My passion it's I would say it kind of started from like depression, like I said, with the mental health thing. So just being, you know, depressed, and I was picked on and bullied growing up. So all that gave me like I don't know, it just helped me express myself through the music, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
To keep going.
Yeah,
You know, that's a big motivation as well. So, you know, doing that, and I always try to compete against myself. My last project I wanted better than, you know what I mean, the last thing I did, and I just keep it going. Keep it
absolutely. You just got to keep moving. Well, I mean, this little they're gonna be like, "What was they doing? We was back, forth and forth." Hey, okay, I love that. So, let's go back to that little thing where you were talking about you had to convince your family. Like, what would
going.
you tell an artist in the game today, or an independent artist, or someone who wants their family support? How do you gain more support within your music?
It's sad to say, but a lot of times they might, like when it comes to family and friends and people that actually know you and close to you, it's kind of sad, but it's they won't really cling on to you and support you like you want them to until they see other people doing it.
Or
Like I'm
you
not
getting that coin, right?
right, but I wasn't. I think with my mother, I think she snuck and heard some of my stuff online, and she was like, "Wow, right, like
That's what
that's
we
how you."
doing?
What?
Girl, my grandma told me the same thing the other day. I was like, Grandma, I'm about to block you because you shouldn't be tapping. You shouldn't be tapping in.
Right,
I'm
hold
gonna block my
on.
grandma. Ain't that some shit? I'm
Ain't
old
this
enough.
so? Go break my mom, black mama.
It's hard, you know, and I
It
know they
is.
don't understand the vision. I know sometimes they don't understand the calling that we feel that we have, but I also
Yeah.
feel the same way that you do. I use music as a way to be motivational, a way to
Oh yeah.
inspire a culture. I feel like I have had so many life experiences that people can relate to, or can just
Definitely.
gain some insight from, that it is something that can really help a life. You know, my whole main focus and goal in life, my whole reason for getting a counseling degree was to improve the lives of children and individuals, you know, younger people. And you know, I spent my life doing social work for over a
Oh,
decade.
that's cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
I thought
an early intervention with young kids, you know. And so just seeing some of the worst things and having some of my own experiences of terrible shit, you know, I just feel like it gives you a purpose within music. It gives you a reason. It gives you
yeah,
a preface as to where you're headed with the message you want to bring, you know. And that's what's hard to relate. Not that some of these new artists are not amazing, because I listen to some new artists, like shout out DDG, you know what I'm saying? I love some of the new artists, BRKS Cash, you know, I do like some of that
mm-hmm.
music. And it may not be like as inspirational music, but it's
Yeah,
also their stories as
right,
young people, you know, and
right.
that's what I appreciate about it. But I also think too, we've got to have this panel of where we got to stop talking about killing each other all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like just murdering each other. And I understand everybody's going to protect theirs. They're going to go for what's
Yeah,
best for them. But also
right.
we've got to inspire our culture and talk about real shit, because not everybody's rich. Everybody ain't got a Bentley. Everybody ain't a millionaire. And even some of those people that say they have it really don't. You know,
Nope.
and it's a look, it's a persona, it's a
Right.
facade. And that's something we don't want to give. You know, we want to take our music back. We want that culture back in it. So it's okay to have an ass shaking video, because I got plenty of those and ass shaking songs.
Oh,
Hey, you know, it's okay. But you
every
also
now
have
and
to address some of the things that are happening within our culture that are fucking us up. You know, our goal, the reason for hip hop originally was to support Black people, like show our culture, show how we
right,
live, show
right,
what
right.
we go through, show our
Exactly.
struggles, and also laugh about it and be lyrical about it. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it's one of those things where we have to kind of just reel it back in. It's okay to have all of the new
Yeah.
mixtures of music. That's beautiful. That's our
Right,
culture.
right.
But we've also got to make sure we're keeping some messages within that music. You know, you got to keep some messages. And yeah, I like to shake my ass
That's
just like
me.
anybody else. Okay. But I'm
Right.
also not a spring chicken. I'm not just 22 years old. You know,
Right, right, right.
I'm also wanting to see people succeed. And I want to see us live and survive. So,
Right,
Miss
right,
Lady
right.
Cam, with that,
Mm-hmm.
tell me about your creative process in music. Like, what gets you into your mode, your zone? Like, what brings you to the songs that you have created? What experiences have you had that made you want to be like, this is a song I'm about to make. Y'all just gonna listen to this.
Right. So I could give you the breakdown like when I do my freestyle Fridays. So my the defecation, the mixtape that's out right now, go to
I saw that.
iloveladycamc.com. Yes, it's on YouTube, it's all that. So okay, so this defecation, let me talk about this real quick. So with the defecation process, like my mental process with this project, I wanted to do this for years. Let me bring you back a little bit. Do you remember when Lil Wayne was dropping the ceilings, the mixtapes, and he was just
Yes.
I said, what female have done that? And I said, you
Mm,
know what? Let me put it. Yeah, because Wayne, Lauryn Hill, and Chris Brown, those are like my biggest inspirations. So I really
okay.
loved it. Right. And so when it came to that, I was like, I want to be the female. I want to do it how he did it, or do it better, twist it up a little bit.
Mm,
And I just want to spit. So it's kind of like me. Like I say, this is like my mental workout. It's like me. My mental is on like a treadmill, and I'm
mm.
just going this pace right here. And I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's come in the door, kick in the door, and just go da 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 da.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's like my mindset on my freestyle Fridays and my the defecation. Now for my Before the Wilderness, like my original project, this was actually something I was going through, and I called it Before the Wilderness. I don't know if people know the Bible story of the wilderness. They were lost, and you know what I mean. They had to rely on God for water, food, and
Right.
everything
Everything.
bit by bit. Right. So with the wilderness, it's not that it's like a gospel project, but like I say, for people who notice the wilderness story, it's really like it's really deep. You know what I'm saying? Like I started off with Monster, and it's kind of like when you've been down so much, like you've been buried, like life has really gotten to you. So when the intro of Monster comes on, it's kind of like I'm being revived, like I'm a monster.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know what I'm saying? Life really
Yeah.
buried, like I'm
Cause I'm
being
a
resurrected.
monster. Shout out to
Right.
Miszs. I hear
Like just
that.
coming in, right, and coming for everything that life took from me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So right, so then you have I think the next song was Bald Head, and it's kind of like with Bald Head, well, we're shooting the video this month, but
Yes,
with
yes.
Bald Head was more like I said, around that time I was losing my mom. I think I lost my mom before I did that one. So I lost my mom. I was engaged with this dude. I broke that off. Like I said, my manager died months before all that happened. It was just a lot of stuff going on. And
Rest in
long
peace. I'm
story,
so sorry.
right, for real. Rest in peace, Sharon Blowing. But I always wanted to like cut my hair. It's kind of like it represents like a new beginning, a fresh start, not hiding behind the hair weaves and the makeup, just being bald headed and free. When I tell you, it was a very scary experience at first
Hmm.
because it was like it's just me.
Yeah,
Like everybody sees me, you don't see nothing else but me, and it was like, oh my God. So
yeah.
I had brought a wig and a hat just to make sure when I go bald head, I'm gonna look good.
I know that's right.
Yeah, so all through the project, it's like a story, and I'm so happy that I found some videographers to help me with this project so I could bring the visuals to life.
Yes.
So you guys are gonna enjoy Before the Wilderness, the visuals. I'm talking about all kind of stuff, and you can ride to it. Doing my thing is about just having fun, doing your thing. So I got a lot of nice stuff, but as far as like with the mental process, like sometimes I might have okay how I'm feeling, and I just get this feeling like I need to write, I need to get this off my chest. So I might
Yes.
sit down, play some beats, and whatever beat that I connect with, I start, okay, it's kind of like I don't sit and think about the words, they just kind of come to me. Like if
Mm.
I have to sit and think about, okay, what rhymes with this, if it takes me like 20 or 15 minutes, I got to move on to the next beat. You know what I mean? This is
Mm-hmm.
not the one. That's my process like with original stuff. Sometimes I might just, okay, I feel like writing. Let me write something. I feel like doing some fun stuff. So like I said, I'll just go through the beats or what I might do is just play the beat, put it in a studio session, and let's do some freestyle stuff. Let's see what comes out of my mouth. I'll do it that way. But one thing that I don't do in the studio is I never force it. You never force it because it's not gonna sound right. I've been there, done. I sound like it. Delete.
And that comes down, a lot of that is misdirection. That's people trying to tell you how to do your music, what to rap, how
Right.
to switch your style up. And no offense,
Yeah.
I've had people tell me, switch your style up, switch the way you rap, do this. Like, no, I'm not doing that shit. If it's not natural to you, and that's another tip for artists who are really
Yeah.
coming up. Don't try to be somebody else. Find your own pocket. Find your own lane. That's what makes you great one day, is when you have your own lane. You know what I'm saying? You have your uniqueness. You're not trying to be somebody else.
Right. Yeah, because I had so many people. You got to be the next Trina. I'm like, man, there's only one
There's only
Trina.
one
It's only
Trina.
one
Only
Trina.
one baddest bitch. Who's bad?
Right.
Who's
Right.
bad? Okay?
Right. 'Cause, yeah. So it's like I didn't like that, but they do try to change your image. They try to change my image, so I'm like too sexy and revealing. Like now, I'm more confident and comfortable with my body. So if I choose to show my tail, it's because I wanted to choose. Show.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Because
can't
you
get it out.
proud of them abs. I seen them abs, girl. You've been working out. I seen them abs. I'm like, girl, I'm trying to get
Hey.
my abs on. I be working out every day. Girl, I've been working out 5 days a week for the last 3 years, okay?
Oh, ain't
Girl,
nothing wrong with it.
girl, I'm trying, girl, and it's a part of the Mrs. B as a lifestyle. And I also want to talk about Black health. We need to make sure that we're working out and being healthy. It's something, and I love the fact that now I do like that the millennials love to work out. Like they really are the
Let's go.
fitness gurus of the millennials.
Rose. Right.
Like, the
Right. Right.
millennials,
Right.
girl,
Right.
they be on that shit. They be like, I'm about to hit that gym. So I love that. I love that. Tell me
Right.
who
Right.
you would most love to collaborate with.
Oh, that's easy. Little easy.
Wait, baby.
Lil Wayne.
Hey.
Right. Lauren
Everybody's a
Hill.
Weezy
Chris
fan,
Brown.
girl.
Right.
I've been a Weezy fan since the block is hot. The block is
The
hot.
blackest side.
Yes,
Right.
okay. I want a hot girl. What you need, boy?
Well,
I need a hot girl. So
yeah, I
yeah,
remember
shout
that.
out to the whole Young Money team. Yes, nothing but
Oh, yeah.
respect. I feel that.
Definitely.
What kind of message would you give your fans? If there's one tip, trick, strategy, life motivational quote, what would it be that you would give your fans? Like, what would you tell them?
Of course, industry related.
No, it
Trust
doesn't
me.
have to be industry related. No. I mean, just like a fan. It could be life related. It could be anything related. Like, what would you tell? What kind of
Okay.
advice do you want to give people? I know you say you're into being motivational and
Yeah.
kind of helping out and doing things that are going to affect the community in a very positive way. I want to know, like, what would you tell people? Like, what's one of the things that's on your mind that you want to share? About life, learning,
Well,
lessons, anything.
Yeah, it's like whenever you're doing something in life, you have to know, especially with the music, you have to know why you're doing it and who you're doing it for. Because if you don't know that, it's so easy to get lost. You know, you got this all the time in the industry. If you're not headstrong and know what you want and know your self-worth and your value, it's so easy to get caught up to, man, they killing people, all kind of stuff going on in the industry.
Oh,
So it's so, right,
oh, oh.
it's so important to know who you are and what you want out of life. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that's like the number one. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Know
So
why you.
all I just want to know that's a good motivational quote to tell people.
Yeah.
Um, who are some of your other favorite musicians? Like I know you said Wheezy is your icon. That's who you want to work with. Who else?
Of course, L Boogie, but you know Lauren Hill for the ones who don't know.
Okay, it could all be so simple.
Yeah.
Shout out Miss Lauren Hill. Now I grew up on Lauren Hill, and that's one of my
Yeah.
icons, honey. I love Miss Lauren Hill. Yes,
Yes,
definitely
ma'am.
second that one. Definitely.
Right, right.
Who
Lauren
else?
Hill. Let's see, newer age. Uh,
Any age.
before it's Chris Brown. I said Chris Brown. I think I said Chris
Duh.
Brown.
That's a no-brainer.
Right. Let's see, female rappers. Definitely the Brat. I would definitely
Yes.
love. I met
That
her.
is
I
my
met her.
idol. She is who got me rapping. Watching
Oh, really, the Brat?
the Brat
Mine was me.
girl. Everybody used to
Yeah.
be like, girl, you sound like the Brat. I'm like, girl, thank you, girl. That girl, that's my girl. I love me some the Brat girl. Yes, Missy, the
Yes.
Brat. That's who I grew up
Yes.
with. You know, I can't stand rain.
Yes.
Hey, against
Um,
my window. Okay. Yes.
yes.
Those,
So
R. Kelly, I'm sorry. Shout out. I'm sorry. I'm an R. Kelly fan. I know we muting R. Kelly. I know. He's just, I mean, there has been issues about the versus battle. Like, who would be able, okay, I know you heard this. I know you saw this in the blogs. I'm not trying to be no Wendy Williams. But Nick Cannon said, who's going to go against Mariah in a versus battle? Did you see that in the blogs? Did you hear that?
Who said who's gonna go against Mariah?
That's what he said, girl. He riding for his baby mom, girl. He ex-wife, excuse me. He is riding for Miss Mariah. Who he said nobody on the planet basically can go against Mariah in the versus battle. What are your thoughts on that?
Not well. Like I would say Whitney, but she's not here. You
Everybody
know what I
said
mean?
Whitney, but Whitney's not here, so it got to be alive. They said R. Kelly, girl.
That's not a good mix. That's not a good
I mean, I
mix.
don't know how you have a man versus a woman in a versus battle, but okay.
Yeah, it's different because they even though they're good singers, it's two different types of
Yeah, those are
Maybe
two different
Janet. What
vibes.
about Janet? Did anybody say Janet?
I did see some Janet comments. I did see a few Janet comments. I saw a
I
few.
would say maybe. I would say Janet because that's kind of their era.
Yeah, okay, right. I don't want to get involved in gossip, but I'm just saying that Mariah's amazing. But I mean, I heard some negative comments too. But so, any other people you would want to work with?
Oh yeah, we said the Brad. Oh, Rod Digger. Rod Digger.
Yeah. Oh, Rod Digger.
Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
about Foxy Brown? Foxy Brown was the shit growing up. Foxy used to spit.
Yeah, hot spot. You could catch me at the hot spot.
Girl, hey,
All
I
all night. All right. Said all right.
yes.
All right. Can't stop. This is our work. Me and my girls.
Yeah, okay. I love
Foxy
me some
Brown's nice.
Foxy.
Like Foxy.
Girl,
Yeah, definitely.
Foxy
But it's a
Brown used
lot of
to
artists
rock
out.
us, I mean,
Right.
Tweet, I'll always love me some Tweet,
Oh, you like
Smoking
smoking.
cigarettes at
Right.
night. Who
Yeah, Tweet
remembers
is nice.
that? Those were the vibes that you would
It's
be
so
like, damn, this is something I want to do. This is music. This is life,
right. Hmm.
Um, so do you have any upcoming shows? Anything that you're going to be doing here soon?
Yes, all the shows that I will be having will be listed on iloveladycam.com. Probably if not later this month, probably next month. I'll start
Okay.
posting them. But
Okay.
yeah, iloveladycam.com. That's where you get all like the music. You can go to my YouTube. I got YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat. So you can just go
Hey,
to
I'm gonna have
iloveladycam
to
for
give you
all that.
all those after the show.
Right, we're gonna have to follow each other. Right, right. Yeah, yeah.
So, as an independent artist, what are you doing to promote yourself? Like, what do you feel is the best way you're getting your music heard?
Nowadays, of course, like with the online and COVID. That's like the best way to online. And
Yeah.
what I do is I hire different companies, I hire different people to, you know, kind of assist me with it, because not only am I an artist, you, of course, like I said, I do video production, um, as well as run different other businesses. So, like I say, when I was a child, when younger, I had all that time to do all that stuff,
Right.
and stuff changing so much, you don't really have that much time to sit down and do everything like that. So, I
Right.
definitely like hire people to help me, assist me. You know, like I said, having that team,
Right.
you know, it's gonna seem like you working backwards, but like I said in the beginning, you're gonna have to work by yourself, you know, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you keep going, because you're gonna along the way, performing and being out there, people are gonna see your hustle, they're gonna see your grind. You keep putting the stuff in their face. Don't spam and harass people. But there's gonna there's
Don't
gonna be
spam
some.
and harass. No, we don't want that.
Yeah, don't do that. But there's going to be some people along the way that you're going to catch their eyes, and they're going to say, hey, you know what? I want to work with you. I want to do this for you. I want to do that. So that's like that's where you do it right there.
Right.
Just keep yourself out there. Somebody's going to come along the way and help you. You know.
Exactly. And
Right, right.
it's all about that grind, you know, it's all about that willingness to work with other people, to be
Right.
open-minded, and not to bash. You know, people want something to grasp onto, something to be motivated by, I feel
Right.
like. And I think that's the reason why I was drawn to your page and your music. You know, I seen a lot of positive things that you were doing as a female. You were on the hustle, you were grinding, you know what I'm saying? I felt like you had that good energy. You know, you was liking my shit, you know, because there's a lot of people who say, you know, no, straight up, like, I'm just being
Yeah.
100% real, you know, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
support people who support me, you know, and it's like, I'm not a big name.
Exactly.
You know, I haven't had the repertoire that you have at all, girl. So I'm like, let me latch on and learn something from somebody
Yep.
who has been there, who's doing it, and let me ask if she wants to put that out for the world and for other people to grasp
Definitely.
onto. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Because it's something that I feel like as women we don't do. We're always in competition. Oh, I look better. Oh, my hair is better. Oh, my wig is better. Oh, my weave is better. Like, fuck.
Go
You
ball
know?
ahead.
And I had a post, you know, earlier that said, like, I snatched that wig off, you know, I had my hair all short, I had my little blue shit in the front, you know, because
Mhm.
I've always cut my hair. My mom grew my hair like literally to my shoulders, and she would be turning in her grave if she knew I cut that shit off. You know, like she would be so fucking upset. Like, do you know how fucking long we were growing your hair and how much effort I had to put? But you know, the thing about it is that I feel like is basically sorry, I was hearing some background noise.
Oh,
Basically, the thing that I feel like we've got to do is support each other. You know, as women, we've got to
definitely.
definitely be there and and
You're
support.
right.
And I wish that more people would support women in our movement, because we have our own plight that people don't even get to hear. Because you have to be extra
Right.
strong. You know, as a woman, you can't just let your guard down. You know, or you know,
Mhm.
if you even entertain something, oh, you a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you did
Right.
this.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
you
Right.
did
Right.
that. You know, there's so many stereotypical things that we hear about women that bothers me, and I just want to be a pillar
Yeah.
of motivation and information for women, and I want to connect. And
Right.
I,
Right.
you know,
Right.
I
Right.
want to do interviews with men too, but I also want to get a point of view of somebody who's doing it. So your upcoming shows, tell us what's next, like what's going on next.
Well, definitely, like I said, I just dropped the mixtape, The Defecation. Before the Wilderness EP is out. Right now, I'm working more on like videos and performing now. I had foot surgery in April, so I'm
Oh,
just now getting to like, you know what I'm saying? Walk around, jump, jog a little bit. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's time for that stage. Yeah, that's what I want.
yes,
We get locked down again.
girl, shake it, shake it. So
Yeah.
yes, we're definitely going to
Mhm.
be playing your new track. You said you guys called Ball Head.
Bow head.
Ball
Two.
head, ball head,
Hey,
ball head, hey.
hey.
We'll be
Yeah.
getting that
Yeah.
track going here in just a little bit. I want to everybody who's in the comments, everybody who's been talking and supporting. I want to thank y'all. Thank y'all for
Thank you
supporting Lady
guys.
Cam. Thank y'all. I see your name in the comments, girl. You got real fans, real followers, and I appreciate y'all. You know, if you want to
Stop.
support us, buy a badge. Support. You know, share our live out. Get people in here. Get your friends in here.
Everybody.
As we about to premiere Ball Head. Hey, by
Ooh,
Miss
yeah.
Lady Cam MC. We're gonna premiere Ball Head. But before we do that, tell us about the next projects that you have coming up. What's happening? What's going on? Who is Lady Cam gonna be? Like, where can we find you? Where can we follow you? Give us all your Instagram information, Twitter. Tell us where we can find you.
Yeah, my Instagram, well, you guys are on it. My Instagram is LadyCammc.
Okay.
Twitter is LadyCam. My Facebook is Ladycam Fans. My YouTube is LadyCammc because somebody
MC.
already somebody took Lady Cam, so I had to put the MC on the back. So yeah. I hate that. But look, I'm on Spotify, like everywhere. You guys could like whenever you do the stories, you could like find my music and do some stories to my music and stuff. But I love ladycam.com. It's where you can find everything. My music, shows, pictures, videos, all that. I got YouTube, so
Okay,
yeah.
great. Tasha Watson's about to play that ball head here in just a second here. So thank you for that. One more question. If there's anything you could change about the industry, what would it be?
I would change. Ooh, so much.
Oh, girl, let me get my pen. Hold on, I've been taking notes on you, so let me get some information. What you gonna change?
So you said just one thing?
No, it could be multiple things. It could be a plethora of things. It could be anything that you've experienced. Like, tell us more about your experiences, like things that you want to share and want people to know. Because I know you've got that motivational background, and you said that you're drawn to helping people because we got that connection, you know. So tell me about that. Like, tell us what things you want people to know, whether it's music. You did already talk about the life aspect. So yeah, let's talk about the music.
The music,
if you could change the industry, anything about it, even in pertaining to women and how we're treated, what would you change?
I mean, of course, the number one thing would probably be how people are so fixated on imagery. A woman has to be half naked to, to be somebody or even be listened to, and probably not. You probably not even listening. You just looking.
Just looking.
I would change. Yeah, I would change stuff like that. I would change the fact that you gotta have like finances and money to be like that number one, because I feel like the person that is the highest up when it comes to like this music, they have the most money. You know what I'm saying? When you think about it, that's really, they have the most
what
money.
it boils down to. Yeah.
Right. So I would change that, have it based on real talent. You know what I mean? Talent that speaks to people. I just wish it was back to the soul, where people actually had soul in the music. Like you said earlier, just to kind of cut from the topic you was talking about, I would listen to albums and feel like my spirit was renewed. Like, what happened to that? You know what I'm saying?
What happened to being able to listen to a whole album? You know, like
Right. You listen
a
to
whole
mine
rap
though.
album. Like, no disrespect to any artist out there, not at all. No disrespect.
Not at all.
I mean, some of the new stuff, I can't listen to a whole album of that. I'd be like, my head hurts.
Right.
And not, and not to say that people don't have talent, because everybody hears things differently.
Right.
But when the standards have been set so high in the previous years and decades, how can you half step and bring the culture down? You know what I'm saying? That's my point. Like, and I feel like there's a lot of issues, we have the gay and lesbian issue. We have the LGBTQR, all that. And I support that, girl, because I'm bisexual. At the end of the day, it's one of those things where, but I'm a married woman, I'm saying, but
right.
Girl, we go out to the club and the woman be like, God damn, who that bitch? It's one of those things. But at the end of the day, I just feel like we've got to be sensitive to so many things. You can't just be an artist. You've got to be a publicist. You've got to have a publicist. You've got to have the image. You've got to have the look. You got to have the fat ass. You got to have the nice cheekbones, the dimples, the pretty, it's just so much. Like, when can you just, as a woman, put the burden down and have bars? That means something.
Probably like battle rap, but you know what I'm saying? Battle rap is cool. People want me to battle rap. I'm like,
remembers you from battle rap, unless you was just like murdering it, like unless you like motherfucking Blind Fury, who was just going through eating niggas. Right. You remember 106 in Park, like, well,
Yeah, I used to always
niggas up. I remember, I love those Freestyle Fridays, and that's what I'm saying. Like, when are we gonna get back to the freestyle, like the real art of what hip hop is? You know what I'm saying? Like, we have ciphers, but I feel like some of these ciphers are not freestyles. There's this written shit, And
they remember it. Right.
It's remembered stuff, and if you don't remember it, like, that sucks. But it's like, it just doesn't feel organic. It doesn't move you. It's not like, damn, that nigga's talented. Damn, that
right.
talented. It's not. It doesn't, and it definitely doesn't bring the Queen Latifah vibes of the UNIT1. You know
I
what?
redid that one.
You
Hey.
gotta let them know. Hey, you ain't a bitch, you a woman. Here we go. You know, and the MC light. I am the light. You know,
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah.
I am the light.
Yeah.
You know, what
Mm-hmm.
happened?
It's so I think it's the collective things that happen when you talk about it from an industry point. The internet kind of shook things up. Remember, was it Napstar? What was the first illegal
Napster? Yes, people
Nap?
were stealing music, girl, because I was
Yeah,
guilty as charged.
right. So when Napster they came out in the computers, the digital download age, we had what CDs out then, right? So when the CDs were out, people were online downloading. So
Sure.
now it's like record labels are losing money. You know, being the devil advocate for a minute, the labels are losing money. So now they have to find ways to cut costs and still push the artists like they were. So you lose your artist development. And what is artist development? Is when they develop the artist. You know, this is what you look like. This is how you sound. They match them up. This is how you speak and talk to people. So they really build you up to be that good artist. You know what I mean? Now we don't really have that. A lot of people just, oh, I want to do that and just going out and doing it, not educating themselves. Like I said earlier, it's all about educating yourself, what you want to do and what you want out of it. If you just want a quick buck, get a job. Like,
bro, you gotta have a job. If you're gonna be an independent damn artist, you better have about 10 jobs, okay?
right, exactly, right. That's what I said. You have to have like.
Girl, I'm a hustler. Me and my husband, girl, we some goddamn hustlers. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nothing wrong with that. You gotta get,
Okay?
especially if you
Even prior to my husband, bitch, I was a hustler. Okay, I might have been a pimp. Lord, no, I wasn't. I wouldn't call myself. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. You know, Miss B just always gotta keep the jokes going. Yeah, but I'm saying, you know, you're telling the truth, sister. Like I like that you're so open to your experiences and given the information that needs to be heard so that people can make their own choices as to, is this what I want or is it not?
Right, because not to cut you off, but this is something that happened to me recently. Since I want to say 2011, right? Doing deals. Like I said, all my agreements, my contracts, my paperwork was always good.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that they followed what they said they were going to do in the contract, but my paperwork has always been good. I've had people post my music online for years, and I've been trying to get it down. By the grace of God, I was finally able to get it all pulled down. I was so happy. I'm like, so I'm not feeding you niggas no more. Thank you. You know? So, you know,
I think you got a shot at comedy, bitch. We're going to be on the comedy stage together next to each other. The real Denver Mile High City comedy, it's coming to you.
I don't play now. Me and my wife would get the booking it now.
Girl,
you know what I'm
where Lily at? Lily, right now. Where Lily? Where Lily at? Where Lily?
I'm in the club.
I see she be supporting you, girl. And that's another thing. You got to have supportive partners to do this type of thing, right? It's impossible.
I got stories I've been in relationships where they like killed my laptop. I'm talking about $1,000 video camera destroyed. Yeah, like my laptop destroyed. I've had, like I said, my camera, $1,000 camera gone. Like, how do you mess this up? And you said you didn't touch it. You know, I've had all that stuff happen.
Right.
So yeah, I've had all that stuff happen. But back to I finally got it pulled down, and I just have to like upload it again. I was just so happy that now I have like all my music under my own distribution umbrella. So, you know.
Yes.
I just had to say
beautiful.
that. I was so
That's beautiful. Diva.
Finally got
yeah, so
right,
we're
but
ball head going. I want to, Chacha Boss, are we ready for ball head? We're going to premiere Ball Head by Miss Ladycammc MC. I'm going to let you take the floor. Shout out to all the viewers. Shout out. What's up, Six Man? What's up, Lee Bent? Hey, all my support.
What up,
I'm so appreciative. Shout out to the Fix tour that was going on. Hey.
Shout out to everybody.
Shout out. Hey, Joshua. Legend Low.
Hey, Joshua. What up, Josh?
Hey, King Meek Owns. Shout out. You know what I'm saying? Let's give all the Tracy. Shout out. Hey.
Hey, shout out. Well, I seen Star. Then I seen you up in there. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to Courtney. I know y'all real names. Who else on here I missed?
I'm like, who's Courtney? I'm like, I don't see no Courtney.
Oh, good. Who else? Oh, my dog. My dog's on here. So shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying?
Float me, yeah. Shout out. We just giving shout outs right now. We appreciate. That's Cavassier kicking in. I can't talk. We appreciative And
Let's
it's
type in.
tongue ring, girl. I've been trying to get it all right, but girl, I stopped wearing it for so long. You know, when you start wearing it again, you get that little this.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna premiere Bald Head. Ladycammc MC, bring us into Bald Head.
Bow head, too bad. Bow head. Yeah, video coming soon though, so check it out. Bald head. The story behind this, of course, I told y'all a little bit with the bald head, but you know what? I didn't even want to buy that beat. I didn't even mean to buy that beat. Buying that beat was a mistake because I had a list of beats I was gonna buy, and for some strange reason, I ended up buying that beat. And I said, "What am I gonna do with this? I don't want this beat." And all of a sudden, bow head, too bad. I said, "Oh, wait a minute, I got something here."
Girl, I listened to that. That was not a mistake. That
Yeah, right.
girl, that beat right there, man, that shit
Yeah.
bang.
Thanks. So
Okay.
shout out to what's Bison Beats. Bison Beats. Shout out to him. It's Bison.
What's his
Like
name?
Blazing. His name is Blazing. Big shout out to Blazing.
Blazing. Shout out Blazing Beats, who is the producer of Bald Head. Bald Head. We don't kick that off. Y'all check this out. Let us know in the comments what you feel about Bald Head. Tell Ladycammc, did she hit the mark? Tell us what you like about it. Tell us what if you didn't like, but I don't think there's nothing you're gonna not like because the shit was fire. I listened to it multiple times.
Thank you.
Let us know. Shout out to the queen, Lady MC, Ladycammc. Sorry, MC. Y'all check her out.
Can
Can you hear it?
Yeah. So you telling me the only way a woman is viewed as beautiful is if she has long hair?
Long hair? I like that.
What? All right. Oh, come on.
Hey! Too bad.
Uh-oh.
If I get up, bitch, I like that shit.
We got it.
Hey, ball head.
Where you at?
What's she bad? Ball head.
Oh, thank you.
Hey. Admit it. Ball head. If y'all want to support Ladycammc in the comments, buy a badge, follow her at Ladycammc MC. Ball head, y'all listening to. Hey.
That.
Hey.
Yeah, get it. That what it is. That.
Hey.
Get
Y'all
it.
support Lady Cam MC. Follow. Cop that. That bald head. Girl.
Yeah.
Let me give you a hand clap. I love that. I'm glad you purchased that beat. Shout out to the producer again.
I said blazing.
Blazing beats.
Why you
Blazing. That shit was blazing. I need y'all.
Yeah.
Tell me where y'all from in the comments. If y'all like that bald
Yep.
head, let us know so we can get that out everywhere. We want that bitch on the radio. It's already out on every major platform, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
make sure y'all follow her on Spotify, Twitter. What other major platforms are you on, love? iTunes?
Oh yeah, iTunes, Apple Music, with Spotify, Tidal, all the streaming networks,
United
really.
Masters, everybody, y'all
Yeah,
check
United
out that
Masters.
bald head, okay? And make sure y'all cop that. Don't go steal it like we used to on Napster. Go cop that for real. Pay for it. Stream it live. Share it with your friends. Get that bald head out because you know what? This woman got a story. She got a entrepreneurship quality. She got some motivational stuff that she got going on. She got some things that she could teach y'all. You could learn from Ladycammc MC. I want to thank Miss Ladycammc MC for tuning in with us today. I want y'all to make sure that you cop that bald head, okay? And let her know how she's doing. And also follow any upcoming shows. Ladycammc MC. Anybody you want to give a shout out to tonight that's been following you, touching base with you, tapping in with you?
Really, pretty much everybody that's been, you know what I'm saying, sharing my music, hit me up in the DMs with positive messages, or
None of
just
that
really touch
bullshit.
and
Don't
help.
want to hear that bullshit.
Right. That bullshit. You get blocked with
Your
that
titties ain't
bullshit.
big enough. Okay.
Right.
Your ass ain't fat enough. Shut the fuck up. If you're not listening
Block.
to the music, tap out. Not tap
Right,
in,
I do this.
tap out.
Block.
Nigga, you block. No, don't block them because that's your revenue. Don't block your revenue, girl. Them your stalking followers. Those are the ones that's gonna support you, okay? No, I'm just playing. Ladycammc MC, tell us who you want to thank, who you want to give kudos to, who you love tonight. Shout out to Lily, who's been holding it down, supporting. Shout out to Chacho Vasi, who's been my backup, my engineer, my husband, I'm gonna kill that nigga. You know, just shout out to everybody who's supportive. It's not easy to be an artist and have good music and also live a regular life.
Right. Yeah, that is true. That's why I say I have to outsource now. You know, I didn't have all that time when I was a child, you know, other responsibilities, you know?
Right.
So
right.
yeah.
Especially without a daddy, you know, and shit, you know, it's hard. Girl, I feel you.
Right. So yeah, big shout out to everybody. Big shout out to my wife, my mother, rest in peace. Everybody who show love and support, who share my stuff. Like for real, it means so much to me. And I be reading y'all comments and y'all DMs because y'all get me up and keep me up and going when I do feel down. So yeah, keep reaching out. Let me know how the messages touch you, the motivational Mondays. So just pretty much everybody who showed love. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to everybody who ever believed in me, shared, loved, like, showed up at the shows. Cause showing up at the show, they tell you who your real fans is. Cause everybody say they gonna come, but everybody don't come.
And that damn sure the girl, they wouldn't even buy a damn $15 ticket. You like, how the fuck you ain't gonna support? And the tickets is goddamn $10, $15, and you ain't show up. Like, you know what? But they're the first ones that have their hand out if you get that major recording deal, or if somebody YouTubes your shit and you go viral. You know, like there's so many avenues that you can get money right now, you know, and I need anybody who tuned in tonight. I need to get a deal. I need some sign-in. I need some radio. I need my own show. Like Miss Ladycammc need y'all to stream. She need her own show. We need a show. We need a collaborative show. Like, yo, the ladies out there in Colorado are on the grind. Don't sleep on us, please, because it'll be too late, you know. So come on, support us because we are real bitches, real women, real wives, real people. Real moms. Yeah. Shout out to my 2 kids that I've been trying to shush the whole damn interview. You know, shout out to my husband. You know, shout out to your wife. Shout out to those people who actually support independent artists because they don't know what it's like. You put a lot of money, time, energy, and especially, oh, one more. Do you write your own music, Miss Ladycammc?
I write everything, every single thing, every word, everything. I don't do ghostwriters, never have, and I don't think I ever will want a ghostwriter. I really take pride on my lyrics and what I say because it comes from here, comes from in here. So yes, I write all my stuff.
Love wins, honey. Okay, and that's some
Yeah.
real nigga shit. I'm gonna call you real nigga shit because honestly, I've had a lot of people who say they do this, say they do that. I'm an artist. I want to be an artist, and I respect that. If you want to do anything in your life, you can fucking do it if you put the hard work into it, the energy into it, and you know what you're doing. You have a goal, you have a vision, and you don't stop. I have been doing music over 11 years, and I'm just now getting those eyes, that look. But honestly, I lost over 100 pounds in less than
Oh,
2 years.
congratulations.
After kids, girl, yeah, I was 240 pounds, honey. And I have been an athlete my whole life. Girl, we just keeping this interview going because you're just so interested in
Right?
okay? So, like, we was giving shout outs, but we going to start it up again.
Right.
It's really impressive, and you want to keep it going. So at the end of the day, what I'm saying to everybody is just follow your dreams, okay? And if you don't believe it, you got Ladycammc who gave you a whole rundown of what it is to follow your dreams and who you should be and what you need to do. Okay, you got Miss B. We've been through similar challenges in life, and you know what? We've overcome them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what women do. Not just a black woman, but women. Okay? So support us, respect us, love us, and at the most important, buy a badge and let us know how we doing. Ladycammc, one more time, give us all your support handles, and I'm going to let you go, love.
The main one is iloveladycam.com. That's iloveladycam.com. Instagram, you're here, but it's LadyCamMC for Instagram. Twitter, it's LadyCam. YouTube, LadyCamM. And what else? Facebook, /LadyCam fans. There you
Y'all done tuned in with Miss B. Mrs. B is not just a lifestyle. The Mrs. is a lifestyle. It is. Ladycammc, she has joined us today, told us everything you need to know. Follow her on every social media platform. Make sure you stream all of her beautiful, hot ass, dope ass music. Hey, y'all heard Ballhead tonight. Make sure y'all stream that and get that in everybody's DM tonight. Share it, support us, and make sure you tune back in with Miss B on the next show as we have the next guest. But tonight we want to thank Miss Ladycammc and her beautiful supporters who came out and tapped into the comments. If you bought a badge tonight, we appreciate you. If you didn't buy a badge tonight, we still fucking appreciate you because you was watching some real bitches handle our business. So we'll be tapping back in with y'all. Y'all got Ladycammc and Mrs. B. Hey, we out for the night, y'all. God bless y'all. Be safe and don't do nothing I wouldn't do because it's a lifestyle. Mwah.
Mwah.
You take care, love.
You too. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, hon. You've been amazing.
You as well. Thank you.